it in, let me begin. I came to win, I came to win, yo. Battle me, yo. Battle me. Come on, battle me. That's a sin, that's a sin, that's a sin, that's a sin. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up, yo. Throw your hands up, yo. Throw your hands up, get up, stand up, yo. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up, come on. Throw your hands up, come on. Throw your hands up, throw your hands up. I came to get down, yo. Came to get down, yo. Get out your seat and jump around, yo. Jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump up and get down.
The Cage Contender unique selling point simply is we're Irish MMA fighters for Irish MMA fans. There are Irish people living in every corner of the globe. We might as well give them something from home that they want to watch. And our broadcast footprint now demonstrates that there are people there willing to watch it and enjoy it. I think what differentiates Cage Contender is the fans. We get more fans than most of the other promotions get. And they're coming back time and time again and they're enjoying what we're doing. We do things in our own way. We don't go with convention. And I think that's what gives us the edge. I think it's important for the industry that promoters work together. We try and work well with everyone. We fall out with people sometimes, but that's to be expected. We don't hold grudges. They've got jobs to do, we've got jobs to do. We just do our thing and move on. I don't think territory really comes into it. We put on fights where we can sell tickets. If a fighter was from a particular city, we would go to that city and sell tickets. It's about the fighters, it's not about the brand to that extent. People don't pay to come and see the brand so much, they pay to come and see the fighters. They're the stars, so that's where the territory is. I based Cage Contender on how I've seen boxing events run. I've never watched the UFC the whole way through. I've seen some of the fights. I was never an MMA fan, I was a boxing fan, but we've created something that we feel is good viewing, both in the arena and on television. And that's what's important, to bring people back. We've now started to do stuff with the Amateur MMA League in Ireland to bring their fighters through, trying to build the sport from the grassroots. I think coming into the sport without any preconceptions means that I'm able to do things differently and achieve the results that we need. At Cage Contender, we do blood testing for blood-borne diseases. It's important that when a fighter comes onto your promotion that they know they're safe. Fighter safety is paramount in everything that we do. We can't not have fighters being comfortable. That's a very important thing for us. And looking after them is the only way that we know that they'll be happy to fight with us again. The big thing for Cage Contender is meaningful fights. It has to be meaningful for the fighter, it has to be meaningful for the promotion, it has to be meaningful for the fans. And that's one of our unique things that we do. We're not just going to put on fights for the sake of it. They have to be meaningful and they have to cover all those bases. At Cage Contender I do the matchmaking, which some people think is quite funny because I've never watched the UFC. It means that I'm coming into this with a blank piece of paper. It means that I can look at all of the options, I can look at all the angles that an MMA person mightn't see. We put on some fights that people have raised an eyebrow and thought that I was off my head, and they have been the best fights we've ever put on. So I think it's that clean slate approach that we can come in, I can look at something. I don't get it right all the time. I think in 12 events we've had 3 mismatches, but I think that's not a bad record.
Here's the guy that we're all talking about. Here's the guy the crowd came out to see tonight. Top of the tree grappler, ADCC competitor, unbeaten MMA fighter, and real prospect, Gunnar Nelson.
Oh, he's just amazing. He's ice cool, the man from Iceland. I was chatting to him earlier. He's so relaxed. Such a fantastic philosophy on life. He bears no ill will to people he fights. He fights for peace, in fact. He talks about peace all the time.
Well,
he finds himself at peace in the cage, and it shows.
Well, I tell you something, when I watch him fight, what amazes me the most is just the singular sort of lack of aggression. When we speak about jiu-jitsu, we speak about grappling, we talk about, how do you use the leverage and technique to control your opponent. But Gunny Nelson, watching him fight, it's just so calm, so relaxed. It's just great to watch.
It absolutely is. He's in the fighters only prep area, and here he comes into the cage. He trains in Dublin with John Kavanagh, so he'll have a lot of support here as well.
Yeah, almost like a home fight for him here tonight. All of Kavanagh's gym out in force here to see him.
Gunnar's come back to Cage Contender because he's headlining the event and we look after him well. He's an absolute dream to deal with. His team, his dad and John Kavanagh, are absolutely brilliant for us because they're totally professional. So that gels because we do what we do, how we do it, and they like that. So it makes it easier for us to bring fighters back, you know, time and again. We've fallen out with a couple of fighters over the years. Sometimes it's been our fault, sometimes it hasn't been. But look, we don't hold grudges with that either. We just hope to move on. And when fighters want to come back, especially of Gunnar Nelson's calibre, our doors are always open. Cage Contender 13 is coming back to Belfast, which is my hometown, on the 28th of April. Massive card. Dean Lister headlining the bill, just won the ADCC. So it's going to be good. He's fighting a local hero, Rodney Moore. Chief support to that is Neil Wayne versus Colin Robinson, the rematch. Wayne's our heavyweight champion. They had an absolute barn burner at the last Cage Contender, which was 3 rounds. Probably the best final round that we've ever put on. 3,500 people standing, shouting for Colin Robinson. That night was mega for us. You know, we locked the doors. We had to turn over 200 people away because they didn't have tickets. This one is going to be off the scale for us.